Okay, chat. We gotta find a solution to the Grand Rider duel. So let me take a look at this. Okay, so Noah Starlaw, good, male, humanoid, divine, rider, and beloved. Okay, so the ads are Earth. Noah's not Earth, but the ads are. So that would make, like, Summer Suzu a pretty decent option to take in that regard, but, like, I don't know. I feel like Taigong Wang is just the go-to. Additional resistance to evil. Ooh. Yeah, lots of people are using either Creamhild or Nemo for this as their single target. But even more are using Ozzy, apparently, which makes sense, because Ozzy just has the party charge. And nobody's using Constantine. That's funny. I'm sorry. It's like, hey, Constantine's really good for this. No one's using him. Oh, he actually switched. This guy switched to a Black Grail. That actually might make all the difference. Holy crap. Yeah, I'll be fine. We're gonna try this again. I don't know if this will clear. The problem was the ads. I've been told I basically have to kill the ads in order to remove their guts in order to make Nemo vulnerable. And the particular problem one is going to be our 1.5 million guy there. Basically, I'm trying to make Taigong as strong as humanly possible. I don't think the Mate Ultra is going to need it too much. I think the key is to basically AoE nuke. The only problem is this one does not have an MLB Black Grail, so like, it may still come up short. Yes. Yes. It's gonna lose my 50% quick up, but I don't really care. Noah's dead anyways? No, Noah's gonna come back. See. This is so problematic. Like, you have to somehow get through 3 guts in 2 turns. And I'm not gonna say it can't be done, but holy crap, dude. Like, you go from basically, like, having it to just, it's immediately taken from you. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, but I just want to see, like, how much damage this gives off. I think it makes the case for why cost should no longer be a necessity. No, I don't think that's the issue. It's just simply the charge at the end of 2 turns is a problem. And if I had a, like, perfect Taigong Wang, I think I'd be fine. Like, on my friends list, but I don't. Oh, they have 5 guts. Yeah, prioritize defeating the horses. Yeah, so as much credit as I'm gonna give them for how they designed the normal grandduel farming, it was much better this time. You could use basically anything. This fight is AoE, and that is so ass. Like, because basically it means that you are penalized if you made a single target grand. I don't like that. That's terrible. That should not be a thing. Okay, they gave me some ideas. This is a wacky one, dude. Damn, somebody already has a Grand Noah. Sorry for the reading session there, chat. But no, Odysseus be a good choice? Technically, but you can't purge some things. Like, for instance, the gut is unpurgeable, and it's not even a defensive buff in his case. The strategy, like, that I read on that media does have some tips, and, like, one of them was like, hey, if it's too difficult, you can actually, like, purposely cause a flood turn 1 to have it strip everybody's buffs. It's not going to strip, like, the unremovables, but it would strip anything extra that they had. Let's try it. And Frosty, thank you for the follow. Sorry, I was busy reading there. As well as Mike Carew. So, like, basically the Flood could remove these attack and defense buffs, but beyond that, I don't know. More crit damage, chat. Technically, that's a redundant guts, but it be what it be. Recently started to get what I consider to be the in-game stuff with FGO stuff and like challenge quests and 90++ nodes. Playing for a year. What's my next step? I just finished Tunguska, planning on starting Trom after the event. Yeah, so you definitely want to get Trom done because it's going to be required for an event later on this year. But also just in general, progressing story is your path. I do recommend trying to get through LB7, which means doing the Ort raids. And that's also then from there going to unlock Ordeal Call for you, which will unlock Storm Pods. It will unlock the Bleached Earth nodes, and that'll be really good. As for farming before that point, you can absolutely farm. Just keep in mind that the efficiency later will be better, but it will also be limited. So it's not really going to matter either way. Because of that, you're only going to be able to get what the Storm Pods allow you to get. So if you need stuff, say, for instance, to get through like LB7, you're going to have to farm it anyways. So to me, go ahead and do that. If you need to, use your pure prisms, do whatever you need to kind of like get yourself prepped and ready to get through that. What does that help? And sorry, I did not see your question. It just, again, I was basically sitting there doing some solid work on the side. Okay, so Surfmo is actually just like grinding at this point. Can I not do that while I have that open? Yeah, there we go. Cool, it does not actually give me an active count. Refund there is fine, so we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna pray to God this does not trigger Nemo somehow. It does. It's all good. I know this is probably going to be seen later. No, it's fine. I just, if I'm distracted, it happens. Usually I'm pretty good about like keeping up with chat though. Do you think for part 3 they'll completely rework storm pods? I think storm pods are going to have to get reworked almost inevitably, because one of two things will either occur. Either we will cease to get more nodes as the bleached earth gets resolved and there will not be like anything else with it, so your storm pods will just kind of be dead, or they will continue to add to it even into the future, which is another interesting eventuality. I'm going to say this, regardless, storm pods have already been changed to be able to be used on other stuff, but then also after we're kind of done with the class score, what purpose do storm pods actually serve? I don't really know, so that'll be interesting to see. I expect there will be changes eventually to that system, but what those changes are, I think really just depends. DVR would be good here for looping and party buffs. Noah would be good here as well. It's just like, this is a really interesting mechanic, but I don't feel like this is very fair depending on grand choice, and that's not a good thing. I do think it's something you can get through, but I think you're going to be largely beholden to the players that are on your sport list, and I don't think that that is a good like scenario to find yourself in. All right, why did he NP there that turn, chat? Can anyone tell me? Because that's the one I'm not really understanding. I didn't trigger the flood mechanic. And guts pop, maybe? Maybe it's based off the guts. Did I kill him? That's what it is. It's because I killed him. When I kill him, he charges everybody and he noble phantasms. God, that is so cancerous. I may as well just send it again, though. Like, that was not a bad outcome per se, but... so why did you restart your game there? I basically rewound time. So you can kill your app, and it will basically put you back at the beginning of the prior turn. So because I did not like the outcome and because I was unsure of why it happened, I did it, and it really helped save me in that regard. Now we'll see. I mean, Mordred does at least have guts, so... But... Now I don't have a support NP is the problem. This can go south if Noah basically beats my my mate altar to death. There's not anything I can do about that. A broken chain to get the damage cut for grand score. I hope it's enough. Yeah. Okay. Now there's no more guts, so I don't know if he'll revive. But I also don't know that I want to test it. It's not something that I'm looking forward to in that regard. Are the guts shared? As far as I can tell, yes. Good girl. Swear to God, if you full charge your NP. This is a foot race now, chat. So if I can trigger a flood. Wait, I could purposely trigger a flood. I've popped one skill since my last support MP. That should trigger it. You little shit. Of course he instant charges himself. Of course he instant charges. Buff strip? No, so that was, I purposely did that to strip him. He popped his charge skill because basically he's the only unit on the field now, so he gets all 3 actions. So, yeah, this is, God, it's like I played myself by killing the other enemy. I should have just killed him and left the other enemy alive. That was like the perfect storm, I feel like. I've made this harder on myself, unironically. We may have to go with the broken chain. Fudge. What was the broken chain, though? Let me look at the wording on it again. Non-specific chain will grant a 30,000 damage. Okay. He does not want to let it go? No, you guys got to understand, I'm actually really close. Like actually, right? Like, I know that sounds like ridiculous, but that's why. That better be enough. Okay, it's just Tai Gong Wang dying. I was like, dude, don't you dare, game. Don't you frickin' dare. Wait, hold on. The Mighty Chain. I'm just hoping this does enough. Because she's basically unbuffed. Okay, that did good solid work there. 300k is more than I thought I was going to get out of that. He guarded, so he's still alive. Oh my god. I gotta do 200k before he kills me. What? Oh no, he has the involved. No. Oh. That should trigger a flood. Wait, it didn't trigger a flood. That's gonna trigger a flood. There we go. There we go. Please die. Please die. That was closer than it ever needed to be. I still was actually pretty good because Surfmo had guts. But wow. Wow. Yeah, if I didn't have Surfmo to just sit there constantly looping over 6 enemies, that would have been really nasty. I think Taigong Wang, I think a perfected Taigong Wang would have done the trick. But, oh, baby, that was close. That did not need to be that close. In a weird way, now that I'm done with it, I feel like I can appreciate it a little bit more. That was an interesting challenge compared to what some of the other ones have been. But I do still feel like it is prohibitively annoying for single target granders because of the fact that you're really just not going to be able to handle the quintuple guts that each of the 2 horses have. So it makes it about spamming support NPs and AoE NPs, and I don't think that's good with the way they designed it. I feel like they maybe should have made the gimmick a little bit different, but it was at least interesting. Like I said, I can't really fault them for doing that. Just that I don't think it ended up the way they maybe intended it to. But still, definitely an interesting one. One of the harder ones, I will say, in that regard. I don't think there was like necessarily a clear-cut, easy path through this. But well, yeah, actually, I think this also might potentially be harder if you did not have Reigns as well. That's definitely another like food for thought there. Having the 2 support NPs allowed me to delay flooding, but the reason that you don't really necessarily want to sit there just flooding all the time is because you will lose all of your buffs too. So you have to like strategically do it, as I did it twice there during that fight, to basically remove his buffs. So it's an interesting mechanic. It made me think, and in that regard, I did like it. I just didn't like the pressure it put on you to find the right units on your support, and like I said, to basically have a pretty kitted out account. And that one feels like that one's going to be pretty rough, especially since I believe you can't continue these. I don't think you can. Oh no, wait, no, maybe you can. Maybe you can triple revive, but I actually don't know. I'd have to double check. Either way, it's done. It's over. So, but like I said, I don't mind there being a challenge. However, I can see people complaining about this one. Like, for instance, if you're somebody that didn't roll Reigns, and you leveled a single target grand, that particular cocktail would make it very bad on you, I suspect. Again, not gonna say you couldn't do it, just oof. I think Surfmo or Nemo are the better ways through that, because they can just sit there and consistently keep doing it, and that actually does help them out quite a bit. But good luck finding a Grand Nemo, and Surfmo is at least rare enough that she won't be too common of a Grand. Surfmo herself, having the NP interlude that she just got, it's a lifesaver. That helped her do so much more damage there. It's not even funny, but it's definitely a concern at least. But thank you all for watching. Thank you guys for all the support. You guys know I love you, and I will see you guys for the next one. hey, if you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe, right? Noah's great for it. Yeah. Yeah, it really feels like they're trying to incentivize him a little bit, but it's like they may have incentivized him a little too hard.